The dark silence of space was broken by a small alien scout ship moving slowly near Earth. The ship's captain, Zarkon, was proud and confident. His empire had ruled many star systems for centuries. Earth was just one small, weak world, or so they thought. Zarkon looked at the huge warship orbiting Earth. It was bigger and stronger than any ship they had seen before. The aliens called it Titanus. It was built by humans, but it did not look like any human ship Zarkon had ever seen. "We will scan it," Zarkon said with a cruel smile. "Then we will know how weak they really are." The ship's scanners hummed and began to sweep across the Titanus. At first, the readings were normal: metal, power sources, weapons. But suddenly, the scanner screens flickered. Strange energy. Signals appeared everywhere. The ship's computers began to overload. "Captain, the scanners are failing," the engineer shouted. "The warship is releasing a strange signal. It is frying our systems." Zarkon's smile faded. The alien ship shook as systems went offline one by one. Then a voice came through their communication system. It was cold and mechanical. "You have scanned Earth's defense asset. Stand down immediately or be destroyed." Zarkon stared at the screen, shocked. The ship Titanus was not just a warship. It had an artificial intelligence, a powerful one, and it was aware of their scan. "Prepare to retreat," Zarkon ordered. "We cannot fight a warship like this." But it was too late. The signal from the Titanus pulsed again. The alien ship's engines sputtered and died. The crew struggled to reboot the systems, but nothing worked. Far away, on the alien homeworld, Zarkon's leaders watched the scan data on their giant screens. Their faces turned pale. The reports showed the full power of Earth's warship and its weapons. "Earth is not weak," one leader whispered. "They are something else." The alien empire had always thought Earth was a small, unimportant planet. They believed humans were simple and weak. Many worlds were conquered easily by their fleet. But this was different. Old records were opened in secret. Stories from lost scouts told of death worlders, fierce beings who survived impossible conditions. They warned, "Never fight them. They are stronger than they seem." But the Empire was arrogant. They ignored the warnings and sent their fleet toward Earth ready to conquer. Back on Earth, humans had known the aliens were watching. They had been preparing for years. The Titanus was the crown jewel of their defense. It was built to protect Earth from exactly this kind of threat. On the bridge of the Titanus, Captain Elena stood calm. Her eyes scanned the stars, waiting for the enemy fleet to arrive. "We are ready," she said to her crew. "We will show them the true strength of humanity." The alien scout ship remained silent, disabled in orbit. The Titanus's AI began sending messages across space. It warned every enemy ship, "This is Earth's warship. Turn back now, or be destroyed." The aliens watching the signal on their ships felt fear for the first time. They had never seen a defense like this. Zarkon and his crew were trapped. They had made a terrible mistake. Scanning Earth's warship was the moment their empire started to fall, but the story was just beginning. The alien empire was proud and confident. For many years they had controlled dozens of star systems without much trouble. Their ships were fast, their weapons powerful, and their leaders believed nothing could stop them. Earth was just a small, quiet planet far from their home. They thought it was easy to take. When the scout ship was disabled near Earth's orbit, news quickly reached the Empire's capital. The council gathered in a grand hall filled with glowing screens and quiet whispers. The leaders stared at the images of Earth's warship, Titanus, on their displays. "This ship is unlike anything we have seen before," one council member said, his voice calm but worried. "Its technology is advanced beyond our expectations." Another leader shook his head. "How could such a small planet build something so strong? We must have underestimated them." An ancient historian stepped forward. "Long ago, we found records from explorers who called Earth's people death worlders. They survive in harsh conditions, stronger and smarter than anyone imagined. They are not a race to be ignored." The council listened carefully. For centuries, they had thought Earth was a place of little value, but now everything changed. They realized they might have made a mistake by ignoring the warnings. Despite the concerns, the leaders were not ready to give up. They ordered the fleet to prepare for an invasion. "We will show them our strength," the head commander said. "This warship will not stop us." Back on Earth, the humans watched the stars closely. They knew the aliens were coming. The Titanus was ready, but so were many other ships hidden in secret locations. Humans had spent years preparing for this moment. Their scientists, engineers, and soldiers worked together quietly, building defenses and training for a fight. Captain Elena of the Titanus stood on the bridge, her eyes steady and determined. "We have waited long enough," she said softly. "Now we protect our home." The alien fleet moved closer, unaware of the full strength they were about to face. The humans had more than powerful ships. They had teamwork, courage, and a will to survive. As the first alien ships entered Earth's space, the Titanus disappeared from scanners. It used a special technology to hide, moving quickly to the heart of the enemy fleet. The humans were not afraid. They were ready to defend their world and show the universe that Earth was not to be underestimated. The battle had not started yet, but both sides felt the tension. The aliens wondered if their confidence was misplaced. The humans waited quietly, ready to change history forever. The silence of space was deep, but on Earth, the tension was growing. The leaders of the United SEO Earth Defense Council gathered in a high-tech room filled with glowing screens and maps of the stars. They had watched the alien fleet approach for months, knowing that the time to act was near. Captain Elena stood among them, calm and steady. "The Titanus is not alone," she said. "We have more ships ready. We have trained soldiers ready. We will not wait for them to attack first." The council members nodded. They understood the weight of the moment. Earth had spent years in secret, building a strong defense. The warships were designed not just to protect, but to surprise any enemy. Deep underground in hidden bases around the world, soldiers prepared. They wore special suits and carried advanced tools. They were called the Void Walkers. These men and women trained for space missions and close battles on enemy ships. Their skills were sharp, their minds sharp. Back on the Titanus, the ship's AI hummed quietly. It scanned the stars, looking for the alien fleet's position. Suddenly, it calculated a risky move. The ship would use a new type of technology, quantum drive, to jump directly into the enemy's path. It was dangerous, but it could give Earth the first advantage. Captain Elena gave the order. The Titanus vanished from normal space, leaving no trace behind. The alien fleet was caught by surprise. Suddenly, a large human warship appeared in the middle of their formation. The alien admiral was confused. "Where did that ship come from?" he asked. His voice carried uncertainty for the first time. The Titanus sent a clear message to the alien ships. "You scanned our warship without permission. You should have turned away. Now face the consequences." The humans did not aim to harm unless necessary. They wanted to show strength and make the aliens think twice before attacking Earth. On the alien ships, confusion spread. Many began to doubt their plan. They had never expected such a bold move. Their confidence was shaken. Meanwhile, on Earth, the people watched and waited. They knew this was only the beginning. The future of their world depended on courage, strategy, and the will to protect their home. The quiet before the storm was broken. The war was not just about ships or weapons, it was about survival, pride, and the hope for peace. The stars shone quietly as the alien fleet moved closer to Earth's borders. Their ships moved in perfect formation, confident that they would soon claim the small planet. But something was different this time. The usual calm that came before an easy victory was missing. Suddenly, the alien sensors picked up a new signal. The Titanus had reappeared, not far from their lead ship. The humans had used a special technology to vanish and return in the heart of the enemy fleet. The unexpected move caught the aliens off guard. The alien admiral stared at his screen in disbelief. "One ship against our entire fleet? This is not normal." The Titanus did not waste time. It activated a bright shield that shimmered like a protective wall. Then, without hesitation, it began to send precise beams of energy toward the nearest enemy ships. The beams did not explode but caused systems to shut down and ships to slow. The alien commanders were confused and worried. Their weapons were powerful, but the Titaness seemed to have defenses they could not understand. More human ships suddenly appeared around the Titaness. Hidden fleets moved quickly, surrounding the alien ships and blocking their retreat paths. The humans had planned carefully. They were ready. Inside the alien fleet, whispers spread among officers. "Their technology is unlike anything we have seen," one said. "Are we truly ready for this fight?" The humans' advanced systems sent messages to all enemy ships. "You scanned Earth's warship and thought us weak. Now you see our strength. Turn back and avoid more damage." The aliens tried to respond, but their communications were jammed by human technology. Confusion grew. On the Titaness, Captain Elena remained calm. "We do not want to destroy their fleet," she said. "We want them to learn that Earth is protected and will not be an easy target." As the battle continued, small teams of human soldiers, the Void Walkers, boarded the disabled alien ships. They moved carefully and quickly, gathering information and disabling weapons without harming the crews. The alien leaders realized that this was no ordinary fight. The humans were organized, thoughtful, and strong. Back on Earth, the people watched the live reports in awe. Their world had changed. No longer seen as weak, Earth stood proud among the stars. The alien fleet, trapped and confused, sent a message to their home. "Earth is stronger than we believed. We must rethink our plans." The war was not over, but for the first time, the aliens knew that Earth was a force to respect. The silence in space was deep, but tension filled the alien command center. The alien leaders watched as their fleet struggled to respond to Earth's unexpected tactics. The humans were not just defending, they were controlling the battle. The aliens' confidence was slipping. A message arrived from the front lines. It was short but clear. Earth's warships were not only powerful but precise. They avoided destruction but disabled key systems on the alien ships. The humans used clever strategies, striking with speed and intelligence. The alien council gathered again, their faces serious. "We underestimated Earth's strength," one leader said. "They are not just a small planet. They have prepared well." There was a moment of quiet. Then a plan was made, not to fight more battles in space, but to offer a way to stop the fighting. A peaceful message was sent to Earth. It said, "We seek to talk and avoid more harm. Let us find a solution." On Earth, the message was received carefully. The leaders knew this was a chance, but they also remembered the scans and threats. Captain Elena spoke firmly. "We must stay alert. This offer may hide other plans." The humans decided to respond with caution but agreed to meet for talks. They wanted peace but were ready for anything. As the two sides prepared, the humans strengthened their defenses. The Titaness and its fleet remained on alert. The Void Walkers trained harder, knowing this moment could change everything. The alien leaders were not sure if their peace offer would succeed. They feared Earth's power but hoped for understanding. In the quiet moments before the meeting, both sides thought about the future. Could two very different worlds find common ground? Or would the past fears and mistakes lead to more conflict? The story was at a turning point. Earth had shown it was strong and ready. Now it was time to see if strength could lead to peace. The day of the meeting arrived. Both Earth and the alien empire prepared carefully. The leaders of both sides knew this moment was important. It was more than just words, it was a chance to shape the future for many generations. On Earth, Captain Elena stood quietly. She felt the weight of responsibility, but also hope. The humans had shown their strength, but now it was time to show wisdom. The alien leaders arrived, nervous but respectful. They had never expected such a strong response from Earth. Their ships and fleets were powerful, but Earth's courage surprised them. The talks began slowly. Both sides shared their stories and fears. The aliens admitted they had made mistakes by underestimating Earth. The humans spoke about their desire to protect their home and live in peace. As the hours passed, walls began to break down. The aliens understood Earth was not a threat, but a strong and proud civilization ready to stand with others in the galaxy. Earth agreed to help the aliens rebuild their damaged systems, but only if the Empire promised to stop any future plans of invasion. The alien leaders agreed. They knew peace was better than endless conflict. In the weeks that followed, ships from both sides worked together to repair what had been broken. New friendships began to form. The galaxy was changing. Captain Elena looked to the stars, knowing this was only the start of a new era. The mistakes made by the aliens had become lessons for all. Earth was no longer just a quiet planet. It was a beacon of strength, hope, and peace. And so, the story of the warship that changed everything became a symbol. A reminder that courage and wisdom can change the fate of worlds.